There seems to be good evidence that global warming is happening, and there seems to be some evidence that it's anthropogenic, meaning that it has some, or at least some amount of human causation behind it.
It is causing a gradual, slow increase in global temperatures and a gradual melting of the ice caps and alpine glaciers, and humans are going to start feeling some massive side effects of that within the next couple hundred years.
There were some days I could see all of downtown, the skyline, and there's other days where I couldn't see to the end of my street. But a lot of people don't pay a lot of attention to it. And a lot of people don't understand that a lot of the symptoms that they think are colds are really new allergies because of this bad air. They don't always realize that, so they do tend to not take it seriously.
Global warming is the rising of temperature on the Earth's surface. It is when our air is filled with so many greenhouse gases that it is actually making our ozone thinner and thinner. Because of this lack of protection, solar radiation passes through the clear atmosphere and is absorbed by the Earth's surface.
People don't understand global warming. You know, every time we have a cold spell, they say, oh, global warming, what a joke. What global warming means is that there are just small incremental changes in global average temperature over time. And these can be very small changes that can have large impacts, and we're seeing that happen.
These changes that have taken thousands of years are now happening within decades. Global snow cover is melting, and massive glaciers worldwide are melting quickly.
Conditions in different parts of the world are changing. The climates are changing in different parts of the world, and all this is having an impact. We can try to ignore it if we want to, but it's having an impact.
It's our cars, it's our industries, it's our agricultural practices. You know, it's very convenient to blame industry, for example, and say, well, see, it's not my fault, it's that dirty factory over there. But then we all turn around and buy the products from that factory, so we're all equally guilty.
Especially being in this valley, one of the big causes of air pollution has to do with dairy farms and the ag industry with pesticides being sprayed and all those things. So,
you know, methane pollution from cows, from cow butts, basically, is a big greenhouse gas and even more dangerous greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide, although it's less abundant, obviously.
Greenhouse gases consist of water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and ozone. There are also many human-caused ways that these gases are let out.
We should try to find ways to reduce those emissions of greenhouse gases. Yes, they may be a little costly in the short run, but in the long run, our health is more important.
There are also obvious ways to conserve energy, as well as to try and reduce the flow of gases.
Carpooling.
Turning off lights at home.
They can help by using public transportation, bicycling, and what have you, but it's a community-wide problem ultimately.
Driving big lifted trucks is another obvious way. Big, like F-150s and things, or motorhomes. Those are obvious wastes of energy when they could just as easily buy a compact car and get 2 or 3 times the gas mileage.
If the result of awareness of this is that we do start to conserve resources, become more energy efficient, and so on, that's a good outcome regardless.
We'll have a negative impact on the whole ecosystem because it is just one big organism. If you abuse it, it does damage someplace. You may not see it right away, but in the long term there will be an effect.
So wealth. The northern countries of the world, Northern Europe and North America, control most of the world's wealth in Far East Asia. But the places that are suffering from global warming the most are in the tropics, like the Sahel region of Africa right here, south of the Sahara Desert. Places like if a monsoon were to fail in India, that would cause a massive calamity. You know, desertification in the tropics linked to global warming, things like that. So yeah, I think global warming is very real and very scary. And sadly, the places that are going to suffer the most from global warming are also the places that are contributing the least to global warming.
These decisions and sacrifices we make can enrich our lives, let alone the future of our society.